So let's find a comfortable place to land. I just wanted to read a quote. I read this in last night's class as well. I found it yesterday by Marianne Williamson. And I just want to share it. It reads, "The ego says, once everything falls into place, I'll feel peace. And the spirit says, find your peace, and then everything will fall into place." So I just thought, well, that was a nice contemplative piece to share as we take this space for ourselves, right? This time, this space, as well as many other things we do. And noticing the power that we do have. Noticing the choices that we do have. So as you get comfortable, maybe you're laying down or seated, using any support that works for you right now. You might close your eyes or have a soft gaze. And notice all the places that your body is connected right now to the earth, feeling into those touch points. Feeling a sense of grounding. Noticing maybe your hands are on your body. Maybe noticing the air touching your skin. Shifting to noticing any noises in your space without reaching out to get them. What's present, what's floating around. Maybe noticing the music. There might be some smells present. You might have a candle lit or any other scents in your home, oils, food. Whether your eyes are open or closed, noticing what it is you see. And noticing your experience right now. And being with that experience. We so often say to be in the moment. The moment only lasts a moment, right? So what does it feel like to ride this, whatever this is for you? You're feeling your breath. Is the mind busy? Without any judgment, just noticing your experience. And then inviting our awareness to our breath. And as we do that, noticing if there's an automatic shift just by bringing that awareness, that awakening. I invite you to deepen the breath. Nice full deep inhale. Long smooth exhale. Perhaps taking 2 or 3 more just like that. Feeling the energy, the lift, the rise on your inhale. Maybe feeling a settling, a grounding, a warmth on the exhale. Beautiful. Coming back to your natural breath, if you haven't already. And then I'll offer us a pranayama of alternate nostril breathing. And, like everything we do, as long as you're comfortable doing this. And so maybe taking your thumb and your fourth finger. So your thumb could be on your right nostril, fourth finger would be on the left. And what we'll do is close up the right nostril, inhale through the left. You'll close at the top and exhale through the right. I'll lead us through it through a couple of rounds. And then you'll go at your own pace. And you can also do this without your hand, just energetically, visually, internally, just following the flow of your breath, which is a really nice practice when, say, you're in public and you want to just kind of tune in, get a little bit centered, a little bit balanced. So once again, let's take a full breath in through the nose, long breath out. And then the offering is to close off the right nostril, inhale through the left. Close the left, release the right, exhale. Inhale through the right. Close off the right, release the left, exhale. Inhale through the left. Close off the left, release the right, exhale. And again, moving now at your pace. You might rest your second and third finger at your third eye. Perhaps going through one more cycle, ending with an exhale through the right. Beautiful. Releasing as you feel complete. And just taking a moment to notice how you're feeling. Checking in with the mind, the heart, body. And then taking this moment to find something you feel grateful for. You might picture it. You might envision yourself writing it down, saying it to yourself. And then setting an intention for your practice today. It might be one word, a feeling, a phrase. What would you like to cultivate? Time on the mat, your week ahead. Nice. And then offering any movement into your body right now. So you've been, or perhaps you might have been still for a bit. Notice what wants to move. Just move back. We can start in a seated position if you're not already there. Take your time getting there. Just letting your legs do whatever they want to do. Maybe they're crossed, maybe one shin is in front of the other, maybe they're wide. Just kind of feeling into our spine. You might take your fingers at your chin just to press the chin in a little bit. Let the shoulders get wide and soft away from the ears. Beautiful. And then I invite you to turn your head towards the left. You might walk your right fingers out beside you. Maybe a little bit of nodding here. Just creating some space. The right side of the neck and shoulder. Beautiful. Bring the head back to center, and then we can take it to the other side. Maybe walking your left fingers out, either beside you or behind you. And again, perhaps a little bit of nodding. Just kind of feeling into this space. Noticing if there's any tightness, soreness. Maybe it feels spacious. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Let's give a roll through the shoulders. Bringing any movement to your neck that feels good here. Maybe reversing that direction. Beautiful. Let's sweep the arms up to the sky. Palms come together and we'll draw it right to the heart space. Again, let's inhale. Lifting the heart, lifting the arms. This time on the exhale, that's just a gentle twist towards the left. Lengthening the spine here. The left hand can come behind you to help support the spine. And then inhaling that left arm up and over with your right hand perhaps on your knee or your leg. Notice where your gaze wants to be, opening up your side body. Beautiful, bringing the left hand down to your right leg, getting a stretch through the shoulders, upper back. Might tuck the chin a bit down. On the next inhale, let's open up to cactus arms, full breath in, heart reaches forward. Beautiful, pressing the hands back up to the sky and taking a gentle twist towards the right. Again, lengthening the spine. Beautiful option to bring that right arm up and over. Nice full breath in to your right side body. And releasing the right hand down. The arms are crossed again, a stretch through the neck, shoulders, upper back. Take an inhale to cactus. Beautiful. Exhale, hands can come behind. You might interlace the fingers or take a strap, dropping the hands down and maybe a little bit away from you. Check if the shoulders are lifting up towards the ears. If you can invite them to settle. The heart reaches forward. Beautiful. And then releasing any hold there. And again, just some movement in the shoulders and neck. Nice. And then from here, if you happen to have some blocks or something to sit up on, I'm just giving you an invitation to do that. We're going to do a little bit of work with our fascia as well as our hips, a little bit of a supported malasana, if you will. So I have my feet pretty wide apart, toes are kind of out 10, 20%, whatever feels comfortable in the hips. So your hips, knees, and ankles are all aligned here. Let's open up the front body. So left hand can come down on the inside of your left leg, reaching the right arm to the sky, and maybe just a little bit of pressure of your left arm into the leg and your leg into the left arm. A little bit of isometric. Beautiful. And then we'll just switch sides here. So right hand comes down, that same isometric move. Left hand reaches out, heart nice and open. Beautiful. And bring that down. And then depending on how wide the knees are, you might heel toe in a little bit. So bringing the elbows on the inside of your knees, palms come together. And again, we're going to do a little bit of work with our fascia, releasing some fascia through the shoulders, the neck, traps. And so from here, we're going to bring the knees apart. And then as we bring them together, you're going to do that isometric move again. So we're going to press the knees into my elbows, but I'm going to let the knees win. And as I do this, starting to drop the chin. Then we lift up with no pressure, lift up the heart, so almost cat-cow-ish. And then once again, that isometric move where you're pressing into your elbows are giving a little bit of resistance as the chin comes down toward the chest. And then we lift up again. And let's take that one more time. Pressing in, feeling a little resistance. You control how much you feel here. And then lifting up. Beautiful. And you can release that. Might walk your feet out if that felt a little awkward. Inhale, pressing the arms up to the sky. Palms touch, and we'll bring it right back into the heart space. Beautiful. One more time on each side. Right arm reaches to the sky. Left arm on the inside of the left leg. And then we'll take a switch. Beautiful. Coming back to center. And depending, I'm a little high here, so I'm going to come down. You've only been on one block. And we'll do some seated cat-cows. So opening the heart, Arch in the back. On the exhale, navel to the spine, chin to the chest. And just moving with your breath. Beautiful. Nice. And then from here, let's go into a tabletop. So you might just put your blocks at the front of your mat. Bringing the wrists beneath the shoulders, knees hip width apart. And we'll continue with that cat-cow. The heart reaches forward, but we're not looking up high. We're just looking towards the edge of the mat. Exhale, rounding, sending the navel to the spine. You might even send the hips back if that feels good. So making this your own. As exaggerated or unexaggerated as you like. Beautiful. Coming back to a neutral spine. Extending the right leg long, letting it float perhaps, gathering in through the belly. So we're nice and light on the wrists. The gaze is down. Then we could bring a bend into our right knee, and like you're drawing a circle with your knee, nice big intentional circles with the whole right leg. And reversing that. Beautiful. And then from here, we can step that right foot forward on the outside of our hands. And you're always welcome to grab some blocks to find a little bit of space here. And then perhaps lunging into that lizard-like pose. Just find your end range here that feels good. And you might keep the left hand planted, right hand on the inside of that right knee, and just opening up a little bit of a twist towards your right. Beautiful. And coming back into this lizard shape here. You can circle the hips, send them back. Just being a little bit intuitive, listening to our body, bringing movement. Yes. And from here, I'm going to release the blocks. You can use blocks for where we're going, but totally up to you. So the idea here is to come into a three-legged dog. So you do what feels right for you, tucking the left toes. You might lift the left knee and then sending the right foot back. So it could be a four-legged dog, or maybe that right foot, right leg reaches to the sky. You might bend into your knee, opening the hip. Beautiful. And then from here, we'll bring it forward, bringing our right knee towards the right wrist and dropping it down. And so we'll find a pigeon pose here. So your foot can be anywhere that feels comfortable. I don't like really prescribing that. This can be a really tough pose. So you can stay as high as you like. You might walk your left foot, left leg away from you. If you're used to folding down to the ground in this, and that's where you want to be, then do that. Or it might feel good to take more of a back bend and stay lifted. Wherever you are, let's just breathe. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to sit down on this right side. So you'll bring a bend to the left knee to get there. So sitting on your right glute, and we'll slide that left foot around. So we're in not so much cross-legged, but maybe bringing this left shin in front of the right. Nice long spine here. And then option to walk the hands down. So getting a really nice stretch in the left hip. Let the neck be really soft here. You might turn your head saying no. Notice if there's any gripping or holding in the shoulders. And we breathe. Beautiful. As you're ready, you can slowly walk on up. The shoulders will roll up towards the ears, back and down. Nice. And then we'll bring ourselves right back into our tabletop. And finding the other side. So extending that left leg long, gathering in through the belly. Bringing a bend into the left knee, and as if we're drawing circles with our knee. Nice big circles with the whole left leg. And reversing that. Beautiful. And then from here, we can step that left foot forward on the outside of our hands, maybe using blocks here. I like having the space. Opening up through the chest. Opening that right hip flexor. And bringing movement, maybe sending the hips back, lengthening through the left leg. You can circle. You might just close your eyes and drop in here. What is your body wanting right now? What feels right? What do you want to leave behind? Nice. And then option to ground the right hand, bringing the left hand to the inside of that left knee, and starting to open the chest, open the heart towards the left. Beautiful. And then bringing the hands back to the ground, or of course to blocks if that feels right for you. Option to tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and maybe come into three-legged dog on this side. Or it could be four-legged. Right, bend into the left knee, stacking the hips. Beautiful. And then squaring the hips off as we come forward, bringing the left knee behind the left wrist. And then starting to come down, you might walk your right leg back a bit. And of course, if none of this feels good in pigeon pose, come down and just bend into the right knee. Softening through the shoulders. You can also place a block under your left glute, left hip. An option for more of this back bend, or you might come down on your forearms. Beautiful. Breathing in, breathing out. And we'll start to lift up, coming down onto that left hip, left glute. You can swing the right leg around. Maybe Bringing that right shin in front of the left. So equal love to our hips here. And then you might walk your hands out in front. And just soften. Wherever you are, just soften. You might sway. Beautiful. And then slowly from here, just walking yourself up. Let's uncross the legs. You might bring the feet wide, hands behind, and then just let the knees fall side to side. Beautiful. And then we can come down onto our backs. And if you happen to have a strap nearby or a towel or anything, you don't even need one. You could use your hands behind your leg. We'll bring that right foot up to the sky. Just noticing how your hamstrings are feeling today. You might lengthen the left leg or keep it bent, whatever supports your back. Let the shoulders release, the breath. Notice where in your body there might be some gripping or holding. Beautiful. And then we can bring that right leg just a little bit cross-body, across the midline. You might feel a deeper stretch through the side. We're not going to lift the hip here. Beautiful. Coming back to our center, peeling the toes down towards you. You can remove that strap, maybe bringing your hands behind your thigh, your knee. And let's bend into the knee. Press it back to the sky. Point, flex, and bend the knee. We'll just keep moving like that, flossing the whole nerve from our big toe all the way up, that whole sciatic nerve that splits off. And then from here, we can give this side a little hug, hugging in the right knee. Beautiful. And then either just placing the right foot down with the bent knee or extending it long. And we'll switch sides, left foot to the sky, maybe with a strap. Noticing the difference of the two sides. For me, this is always so much tighter. Breathing into that, finding a little space within that. Be noticing one place in your body that you could soften a little more. And then bringing the left leg just across the midline a bit, not too far. You might feel that stronger behind the knee, up the left side. Beautiful. And then back to center, drawing the toes down a bit more if there's space to be had. You might release the strap, maybe bring your hands behind your leg if you'd like, and then bending into your left knee and sending your flexed foot up to the sky, pointing, flexing, and then bending the knee. Do that 3-4 times, whatever feels good. Nice. And then we can draw that left knee in towards our chest. Give it a hug. Beautiful. Extending the left leg long. You might sweep your arms all the way back. Full body stretch, maybe interlacing your fingers, pressing the hands away, pressing the heels away. Nice. And then we can bend into our knees. We can set up for a bridge pose here. If you'd like to use a block between the thighs for bridge pose, just putting it at the direction that allows the femur to come right into the hip, so it's not too wide or too narrow. Feeling all 4 corners of your feet on the ground and finding a place that's comfortable. They don't need to be all the way up towards your bottom. Find what works for you here. And then pressing the hips up towards the sky, feeling as if your thighs are rolling inward. Squeezing into the glutes. And breathing. You might sweep the arms back behind you and lower down the hips. And just flow here. Maybe lift the hips, the arms sweep down, or find your own pattern that feels right for your body. And then option, the next time the hips are high, you might leave them there just for a moment. Maybe walking the shoulder blades towards each other. And again, feel like you're dragging your feet towards your bottom. Nice full breath in wherever you are. And then on the exhale, slowly coming on down, one vertebra at a time. You're just creating space through each vertebra. Beautiful. If you do have a block between the legs, maybe taking it on a wider setting or the widest setting and squeezing into it, maybe 20, 30%. It's a beautiful reset for the SI joint. Nice. While you're doing that, you might even lift the knees into the core and lowering down. Let's remove the block if it is there. We'll stack the knees over the hips, hands to the sky, and check in with your spine. If there's a big space in the lower back, you might lift the hips and kind of lengthen there. Get a little bit more connected in the lower back. We can do our bird dog, extending the right leg long, left arm reaches back. With as much stability in the pelvis, we draw it back to our reverse table. And you could keep the knees bent instead and tap the toes down if that feels right for you. Just go side to side, moving with your breath. But again, keeping the pelvis as steady as possible. That keeps us really into our center, into our core. Maybe one more set. Beautiful. You might hug the knees in, maybe take them wide, and rock side to side, letting out a ha. Beautiful. From here, we'll find our way back up. So maybe you rock along your spine, maybe you roll to your side and gently press your way up. And we'll continue it right through to a tabletop. Nice. Let's inhale the right arm up towards the sky. On the exhale, threading the right hand behind the left wrist, dipping that right shoulder. We'll inhale again towards the sky. And bring the right hand down, switching sides, inhaling the left arm. Really creating space here by pressing your right hand into the earth, left fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, left hand goes behind the right wrist, dipping the left shoulder down. Inhale that back up. And exhale down. Beautiful. From here, we can tuck the toes and send the hips to the sky in downward facing dog. You can always take down dog with your hands on a chair, on a wall. You might pedal it out here, bending one knee deeply, bending the other. Beautiful. Option to bend into the knees and then just create a wave with your spine, lifting the hips towards the sky, starting to roll, rounding through the lower back, middle back, upper back to where you're in plank pose. And then we'll send the hips back up to the sky, down dog. You can hang out here or maybe do that one more time, bending into the knees and then starting to press the hips to the sky, rounding into the lower back, middle back, upper back, plank pose. This time maybe dropping the knees and sending the hips back, child's pose. Beautiful. As we find our downward dog last time, and walking our feet towards our hands. In ragdoll, so maybe taking opposite elbows here. You can bend your knees as much as you like, crown of the head towards the ground. If that doesn't feel good in your head, rest your forearms on your thighs. Breathing in, breathing out. You might sway a little bit here. Nice. Let's bring our hands either to the ground or to blocks. And we're going to lengthen the right leg, bend pretty deeply into the left, reaching the right arm up to the sky. Beautiful. Right hand comes down, bending into the right knee, lengthening into the left, reaching the left arm to the sky. Nice. Exhale down. Let's find a halfway lift here, lengthening through the spine and feeling into your hamstrings. You can bend into the knees, let the heart lift, and we'll sweep the arms all the way up. Find a tall mountain here. Maybe hooking thumbs and just reaching off to your right. Coming back to center, hooking your thumbs in the opposite direction and reaching towards your left. Beautiful. Coming back to center. And let's bring the hands to the heart. Feel your feet on the ground. Just notice that you're standing here in your practice, in your body, feet on the earth. Beautiful. As you're ready, you can inhale, reach the arms up, the heart lifts. And then exhale, perhaps a fold here. Hands might come to the ground or to blocks. Taking a halfway lift and softening down. Here we can step the right foot back. We'll drop the heel. So setting up for warrior one, bending into the left knee. And we'll press on up. Hands could be to the sky, at your hips. And checking in with your right leg, making sure that your ankle, your knee, and your hip are all going the same direction. Whatever direction that is. So you don't need to bring the hips square if your foot is facing 40 degrees out. It's really important to our joints. Beautiful. You might bring the hands down and once again take a bind behind, interlacing the fingers or taking a strap here. Beautiful. Release that, sweeping the arms up. Nice. And then with a little bit of motion, a little bit of momentum, we'll press off of that right foot, maybe kind of glide our way to the front of our mat, just playing with some balance. You might tap down a few times and finding your Tadasana, finding your earth space. As we inhale, we lift, we rise, exhale, we can dive down. Again, finding a halfway lift and softening down. This time stepping the left foot back, dropping the heel, bending into the right knee, and pressing up as we find warrior one on the other side. Checking in with your left leg again. Beautiful. This time you might bring your hands behind your back, maybe taking opposite forearms or elbows and checking in with your lower back, making sure it feels comfortable. You might need to tilt the pelvis a bit, sending the tailbone down towards the earth. So just checking in what feels right for you. Nice. Let's sweep the arms back up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. And once again, maybe taking a little bit of a flight, pressing off with that left foot, kind of playing around with balance here. Bringing the feet together into our Tadasana. Full breath in, long breath out. From here, let's take a giant step back. We'll go wide on our mat. So whatever foot that is for you, that's fine. And we'll send the toes out about 20, 30%, whatever feels right in your body here. We'll just start to come down into our horse legs. So bending into the knees, maybe a little gliding side to side. Finding our center, drawing the left shoulder towards your right knee, right shoulder towards your left knee. Do one more time on each side. Back to center. Let's press the earth away, reach the arms up, 5-pointed star, take up space. On your exhale, let's sink it down into goddess. And whatever down means to you, you can be here, you can be way down. Just listening to your body. Beautiful. Again, let's inhale, press the earth away, 5-pointed star. And we'll drop back down into goddess. Nice big inhale, bringing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, elbows and palms come together. You might round the spine a bit. Take one more inhale, open up the heart, and then exhale, elbows and palms touch. Once again, we'll press the earth away, 5-pointed star. Let's point the toes forward, and we can dive, take a fold. Now your hands might come to the ground, or you might want to stay with the spine parallel, or you can grab some blocks. Maybe the crown of the head comes towards the earth if that feels good in your body. Folds are so good for our nervous system. They don't always feel good upside down. For some, they feel beautiful. So listen to your body. Nice. Lengthening through the arms. Maybe walking the hands out just a bit. Bringing your left hand towards your right leg. Maybe it's your ankle, your knee, looking out under your right shoulder, right armpit. Beautiful. Left hand comes back, switching sides. Beautiful. Right hand comes back. Let's send the weight into the hips. So you're getting a stretch through the arms and shoulders, but it's really passive, it's soft. Wide-legged downward dog. Beautiful. And then we can walk the hands back towards us, towards our center. Bringing the hands to the hips and really drawing the energy up from the soles of your feet, up through the legs as we slowly lift up. Beautiful. Feel the strength in your body. And whatever foot is headed towards the front of your mat, just turning your toes that way. And we'll step our feet together, maybe give it a little shake out here. Shake the arms, the legs, a little bouncing. Release any held energy, anything that's a little tightened up here. Beautiful. You might want blocks here. Nice. Let's sweep the arms up to the sky. And we'll take a fold. I'm going to bring my hands to blocks. We're going to step the left foot back in for a pyramid pose. So the feet are grounded here. I'm going to draw that right hip back a bit. Beautiful. And then, as we did with some other moves today, we're going to work on the fascia. So bending into the left knee and feel like you're drawing your right heel, like you're dragging it, even though it's not going anywhere, in towards you. And then lengthen the left leg and just soften that. Again, bending into the left knee, your right toes lift. You send the hips back and then soften and come back up. If that feels good, you might throw one more in. Beautiful. And then from this pyramid pose, just sliding the shoulders down, you might release your hands from the blocks, maybe bringing them to your heart space. A lot of balance, strength. You might feel some trembling. Beautiful. Let's soften that right knee. Hands can come to the ground or blocks as we step that left foot forward. Open the heart. The spine is long. We're in this fold. Nice. Hands can come to the earth or blocks as we step the right foot back this time, finding our pyramid pose on this side. Drawing the left hip back. Shoulders slide down. And then we can do that fascia release on this side. So bending into the right knee this time, feel like you're dragging your left heel towards you. And then softening and coming back up, lengthening the legs. I'm going to take that 2 more times. This can really help break up any fascia, anyone who has sciatic issues. And releasing that. Beautiful. And then option 2, stay here. Hands could be at blocks. Hands might be at your heart, the core is engaged, shoulders are wide. Beautiful. Bring your hands back down, softening into your left knee, bringing the feet together. Nice. Let's bend into the knees. Last time, we'll sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Just feel that space. And then we can dive right back down. And stepping it back into plank or tabletop. Knees could be up or down. Take a full breath in here. On the exhale, releasing your belly to the earth. Hands beside the chest as we inhale and come up to cobra. And soften down. You might take that 2 more times. You also might tent the fingers and just roll with this. So make this your own. Beautiful. As you come down, option to bring the hands beside you, lifting of the chest, the head, the neck is long, and maybe the legs lift as well. Taking a full breath in. Exhale, softening down. Let's send the hips back, child's pose. The knees could be wide, the knees could be together. Find what really serves you here. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, we'll slowly make our way onto our backs. Just tilt the camera. You may want a pillow, blanket, or block nearby. Once you come down, you can come into our recline pigeon. So right ankle to the left thigh, in that figure 4. You can keep your left foot on the ground or draw the legs in, flexing into your feet. You might bring your hands interlaced behind your left thigh or a strap. Notice if rocking feels soothing or stillness. Beautiful. You can release that left foot down and then maybe taking a little twist here. So letting the legs fall just as they are to the left. Your right foot might fall on a block or the ground, whatever supports your right hip the best. You're reaching the right arm out. You might turn your head to the right and breathe. Nice. Drawing the legs back to center as you're ready, and we'll just switch sides. So left ankle to the right thigh. You can stay here or draw the legs in, flexing into the feet. And we can bring that right foot down. Again, option to take a twist, letting the legs fall to the right. So maybe there's a block under your left foot or it comes to the ground. You might reach the left arm out. Perhaps turning your head. And then coming back to center, uncrossing the legs, and then option if you'd like to take a block or a pillow or blanket, bringing it beneath the sacrum. So really not, you won't feel it on the lower back, much lower than that, or on your seat. Letting the chest and heart open. You might stay right here, or you might send your feet to the sky. So good for inflammation, water retention, headaches. Letting all the fluids drain. You could stay here right through Shavasana, or if you prefer, bringing the feet down. Perhaps releasing whatever is beneath you. Maybe letting the knees flow side to side. And then checking in, is there any stretch, any shape you'd like to take right now that would serve you before Shavasana? As you're ready, finding your way into your resting pose. You might have your calves up on a chair or a pillow or wall. It might feel good to lay flat. Letting the head be heavy. And truly inviting your body to just melt into everything it's connected to. Your props, the earth. Softening the jaw, eyes, shoulders, fingers. And just be. And I invite you back to your breath, back to your body. Take a deep breath in through the nose, filling all the way up. Exhale, let it go, sigh it out. Maybe bringing some gentle movements into your fingers, your toes, stretching in any way that feels good to you. If it serves you, rolling to your left or right side, dropping in, noticing how you feel in your body, your heart, your mind. And then slowly making your way up to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Perhaps bringing your hands to your heart space, offering yourself love, compassion, and so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. The light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you. Thank you
Have a
so
great
much.
week. Happy
Thank you.
Happy President's Day. That sounds odd, but
Yes.
let's honor the people who serve.
Yes.
And the new moon, let's welcome in.
Will we be able to see it? It's a little cloudy.
All right, have a beautiful day. So nice
You
to
too.
meet you.
Thank you.
Michelle, Erin.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye, Doreen. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.